Hey guys, my name is Becca. So today I'm going to do a green gold halo eye. I went ahead and moisturized my face and primed it with Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera too. They're a little angry or lopsided. They are trying to grow in and I'm having a really hard time with them right now, so bear with that. So I went ahead and used the Wet n Wild foundation in Golden Beige, and I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with an Eco Tools Beauty Sponge. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Revlon Color Stay Concealer in Light Pale. And I'm going to go ahead and put that under my eyes and use that as a concealer and highlighter too. It's light enough to be used as both. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a Real Techniques small beauty sponge too. I like this for the eyes only and for some nose contour too. And then I'm going to go ahead and contour with the Wet n Wild contour stick too, in the shade Oaks on You. I'm going to go ahead and contour my cheeks, my forehead, and then my jawline too, and a little bit down my neck a bit. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with the sponge that I got off of Amazon. It's pretty rough, not soft at all, but I like it for blending out the contour. It works great. It blends it out really fast. So that's the only time I use that sponge. I'm going to go ahead and bake with the Coty airspun powder in honey beige. I like that shade better than translucent. It just works a little bit better. And I'm going to go ahead and use a Real Techniques sponge to put that underneath. I'm going to go ahead and blend out all the creases that I had first and then go ahead and put that powder on. And then I'm going to go ahead and tap it under my eyes and then under my cheekbones. I'm going to carve out that contour a little bit and just going to pat it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the Wet n Wild pressed powder in warm beige, and I'm going to go ahead and powder the rest of my face a bit. With an Equal Tools full powder brush. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe off that bake. I went ahead and did a little bit of a bake. And then after that, I'm getting some in my eyes. I'm going to go ahead with the Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. I'm using a Tarte blush brush that I got in a set. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild contouring palette in Caramel Toffee. I'm going to go ahead and use the darker side and use a Wet n Wild contour brush to put that on. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the Becca highlighter in Opal. Great highlighter, love that. With a Sona Kashuk brush that I got in a set. I'm going to go ahead and put that on my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and the tops of my cheeks. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a Wet n Wild large stippling brush and blend that all in. And then I'm going to go ahead and use an Eco Tools micro blending brush to powder and set my eyelids. I'm going to go ahead and use the color Spotlight from the Too Faced Natural Love palette. And I'm going to go ahead and set my eyelids with that color and blend that in. And then I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild crease brush that I have and use the color Honey Butter from the same Too Faced Natural Love palette and put that in my crease and use that as a transition shade. I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and use an Urban Decay brush that I got from the Naked 3 set. It's a J32 or J3Z brush. And I'm going to go ahead and use the color Green Amber from the CoverGirl Trunaked Jewels palette. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with the outer and the inner of the eyelid, leaving the middle blank. And I went ahead and put some setting powder under my eyes because there was a bit of fallout. And I'm going to go ahead and work on the other eye and just pat that in, just getting the shape of the halo that I like. And then I'm going to keep packing on that green color and deepening that green to intensify it quite a bit. I did go in and wet the brush a bit to get that green to show a little bit more. So I'm going to keep packing that on the inner corner and a bit on the outer. And then I'm going to go ahead and deepen the other side a bit to get that green to pop also. So I'm going to go ahead and just deepen the inner and outer corner a bit. And then I'm going to grab the color Smokin with a Sonia Kashuk little crease brush and connect the two to make that halo look. I'm going to go ahead and darken it up a bit with the Smokin color from the Too Faced Natural Love palette and just blend that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a Wet n Wild crease blush, or brush, not blush, and use the color Nudle, I think it's pronounced, from the Too Faced Natural Love palette and just blend the colors in together. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush and go in with the Smokin color to deepen it out just a little bit more to get a more smoky effect. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the Real Techniques Multitask Eye Brush and blend that out also to get all the edges and blend out all the edges too. So we don't have any harsh lines. And then I'm going to continue blending that out just to get rid of those harsh lines. And I have a little patch right there that tends to grab a bit, so I'm really working on that side. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab that Urban Decay brush again, and I'm going to deepen up the green color just a bit more since we did lose it from blending those colors out. So I'm going to go ahead and deepen it out, connect the halo again, and then do the same thing on the other eye. I did wet the brush with a little bit of the badescu rosewater to deepen up that green color and to make it pop a little bit more. That way it would show a bit. And then I went ahead and grabbed a Wet n Wild small concealer brush and wetted that also too with the badescu rosewater. And then I went in with the CoverGirl Trunaked Jewels palette again, and I used the color Gold. And I went ahead and put that on the center of the eye. It's a little bit messy with it at first, but then again, then I went in with the Real Techniques Multitask Eye Brush and softened up those edges and blended it out quite a bit. And then I went in with a crown pencil brush and put in the color Pearl from the CoverGirl palette on the inner corners to give that highlight effect. And then I went in with a Real Techniques contour brush and wiped off that extra powder since I was done with the eyes and I was going to work on the lower lashes soon. I went in with the Kat Von D Trooper eyeliner and went in and did a small winged eye on both sides since I did want the colors to pop out and show that halo effect, I did a small thin line. And then I went in on my lower lashes with the CoverGirl Ink It liner in copper ink, and put that on the inner waterline. And then I went in with the Maybelline Lash Stiletto mascara in Very Black, and this is where I get a little bit extra and excessive. I went in then used the Sephora Lash Stretcher mascara too in black. I like the combination of the two mascaras. They really help my lashes since they are long, but they tend to stick out straight. So I feel like it gives it a little bit of a curl with the two mascaras. And then I went in with an e.l.f. blending eye brush and used the color Hot and Bothered from the Too Faced Natural Love palette, and went ahead and started working on my lower lash. And I went ahead and also blended out the color Chocolate Martini to deepen it up a bit from the Too Faced Natural Love palette. And I also went in with the CoverGirl green color, the green amber color, and put that on my lower lashes. And then I put mascara on my lower lashes, the Maybelline Lash Stiletto one. And then I went ahead and set my face with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Setting Spray. I also used the Ardell Faux Mink lashes in 811 and used a lip liner, and then used the color khlo Money from the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick set, and that was it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.